Hey guys, here playing Hayley with some cameras, and this is Stronger Together. Interesting. I guess he's done the math and determined that this is the best deck for him to play in the competitive room. Let's see what happens. Maybe he's found some exciting thing to do with, like, Ravana's a good ice. We're going to see, like, Fairchild. We're going to see some more Bioroids coming out in the near future. So, like, at a certain point, there's got to be, like, 15 good Bioroids, right? 16, 17 ones you can play. I don't know. So our mulligan is like so-so. You don't really want to draw a bunch of cameras. You want to replicate them all out for free. But this is all right. Do we poke at R&D for one hit? How's my... Okay, I'm on my Mac today because I'm away from work, so I'm away from home rather. So hopefully everything's okay with the audio quality. Victor 1. Okay. Good to know. So having this link in this matchup's probably not going to be good. I'll probably just pop this right away. Hedge, Ichi, beta test. Okay. So Celebrity Gift, interesting choice, 3 influence, but I can see the benefit of it. We could slam directly into this Bioroid to see if we have a 1 in 4 at the beta test. Yeah, he kind of has to res. Yeah, let's make him res this. Hopefully it won't do a brain damage to us. That's kind of annoying, but that's fine. Let's go for a 1 in 4 at this beta test. No such luck. So sometimes this can bite you if you install all your cameras and then you get the replicator after that. So maybe putting the clone chip here is better, but I'm so poor right now. I kind of want to just have 2 tech traders down and start popping these for money. Have the replicator, so I could also put replicator camera and then discarded the levy. It's not bad. Yeah, I think I might have messed my sequencing up already. We know that none of these ice actually stop us from just running his beta test, so we can't install it for now. He has to put 2 Bioroids down before he can score his beta test. Which is probably what's happening. Anything we want to see here? Ravana. Is there any chance that that's a Jackson and he'll pop it? I'm gonna say no, right? Yeah, there's no way. So we'll just check the archives card. I don't think it's anything, but maybe it's something. Subliminal. Okay, so we kept him from getting subliminal money. Could be relevant, because really HB is not that rich if you're not playing the core ID. He's going to have a shortfall of like probably like $15. He's got to make up with cards like Celebrity Gift and the Subliminal. He's going to not fire the beta test. I actually agree with that. That's probably the wise play. Jackson on top. Don't want to trash that. It's pretty expensive. Say I don't want to trash that. So now all kinds of clone chips and no use for them. And yeah, as I predicted, like not putting this camera in is going to bit us because we're able to fetch the rest of our cameras. So that's a misplay there. And you actually cannot crack clone chip if you've got no targets in your heap, which is an interesting ruling. It kind of makes sense. It's kind of like, well, that's kind of dumb. So he's going to jam now. Hedge fund on top. That's good for him. We can play sharpshooter, and the sharpshooter will be able to beat the Ichi. It won't beat the Victor. It also won't beat the Vikram. How do we feel with just running in there? Pretty good, I think. Let's go for it. We'll plan to click one of these ice and sharpshooter the other one. It's the Vikram. So now if we decide to click this one, then the what? The Victor we already... Oh no, the Victor was not the Victor's probably inside this one. Right? It's Victor. We'll be able to... No, we can't even pop our clones because we got no targets. This is what's killing us. We got all this money latent here, but we can't use it because there's nothing in our bin. Don't really want brain damage either. I think we just jack out, let him have this one. And unfortunately, he's drawing hedge funds, so he's going to get his money back up. And a safe beta test if he's lucky enough to have a second beta test. Oh wow, and a blue level. So he's overdrawing past what we've seen. Oh, it was an ash something first, and now it's an agenda. Well, good for him. Well, we have drawn a bunch of garbage. This is a really good ice out for him now that we've cut our Deus Ex, because it's both like a hard threat, like we cannot just ignore this, and it's got 3 subs, which is a lot of subs. So we'll have to pancho this most of the time because it's 6 power. This requires boosting our sharpshooter twice. Just a Vitruvius. Okay. What are the chances we draw a hopper and not another spy camera? Let's try once. Okay. See if we can get him to burn the Jackson here. I doubt he will. No, he's going to calm it for me. So yeah, we have to kill the Jackson. So I thought about playing Parisha in here, but there's just no deck slots. It's really tight. Well, I had wanted to camera his top card, but I guess we're not going to get to do that. I'll just check it now. What celebrity gift on top now? Wow, he's got a lot of money in his deck. Seen blue levels go like crazy. We've seen gift hedge. I guess his ice is pretty expensive. He's got to fill up that shortfall, right, for not having the core HP. I'm curious if he'll get any value at all out of this ability, because if we just click the Vikram, we sharpshooter the Ichis, it's not a huge gain for him. Second remote, is he gonna ice a Jackson in there? Let's see if he buys it this time. Cool. So what is that? Is it Jeeves? I can see it being Jeeves. So our deck has got 3 tech writers in it. It's got 2 hoppers. It's weird, like, levying without using these clone chips for anything. We've just got them sitting here. I want to draw for SMC or Pancha. That's useless. That's pretty much useless. Well, that sucks. I guess I'm going to take a single and see what this top card is. I don't know if this is even good, going for single access with this deck. Maybe you want to always camera. Yeah, there is a Jeeves, so that's got to be a Jeeves. Fair enough. So our clot's going to be good. And he's installing an Ichi on R&D. Okay, let's see your Ichi here. Another Ichi, okay. Looking for... Let's think about this Atman. It's not bad to have an Atman out. But I don't know what the proper strength is against this deck. Like, did you put it at 6? The Inti can't be any good, I would say. So he didn't have an agenda at that time, he had an Ash. Okay, we'll go Hopper. Let's pitch the Inti. We can even clone chip it to use the clone chip up. Should you feel like doing that? If we get our political operative on the board, we'll be able to blow up the Ash. Or we can blow up the Jackson. It's not bad. Let's see if we can get a good value trigger here. That's all right, actually. We'll get our Sharpie back, bring in the SMC. So we're still thinking about this Atman. Is there a good value for it? I feel like I don't want to put that down right now. So let's get our Pancha. Could have played the Freedom here if we think we're going to hit. He didn't have any recently, but he's drawn a couple cards since then. Yeah, I'll get rid of Ash. Should put this Tech Rider in first, actually. I'm just going to try out how it works to do singles in R&D. I don't know that it's actually worth it, but I'm going to try and see what happens. I mean, we are getting paid to do so. Eli, okay. Like an Atman 6 is going to be $9. Plus still 3 at a pop. So I think we almost want to pancha this one and hope we can deal with this one using our other stuff. So he didn't pitch anything. He's got to have his hand full now. Let's see what we can see here. Anything exciting for this last clone chip? Clot's alright. I almost want to make Atman 4 and make 4 runs in HQ. Or make 3 runs and get the Atman 4. Ooh, it's going to break Victor. It would break Architect. What do you have Architect? No, Architect's only 3 and Victor's 4 because of the ability, so that's awkward. I think we just go twice with Sharpshooter. Well, we can't unless we do the Pancha trick. He just drew so many cards. I want to get the freedom to resolve this turn. Wait for the third tech guy to install. Probably not. Let's just go HQ. We got to boost that by 1. There we go. Turing. Meh. I'm actually going to lay Clot and just levy. We'll leave this up, and I don't think he can score for this turn, and then maybe next turn we can go in. The thing is, we don't let him have a subliminal back. We have the plop to cover this Jeeves, or what's probably Ash here. I don't know that he's got a good way to score while we try to find our cameras again. Excuse me. He's getting good value to that Jeeves. 3 installs and gets to green level clearance. His hand has got to be full of agendas in there. So really, if we just pay with the zoo, paying 5, we'll get 3 back from the laundries. There's no way he doesn't have agendas in there. So this is the first dollar he's gained for being this ID. Or the first dollar he's taxed from us, rather. Jeeves, okay. Nope, Jeeves again. Wow. So we can put down Hopper. And then what does that get us? Maybe we just run HQ, right? Keep pounding on that HQ. What do we got? Oops. Wrong one. Wow, we are constantly accessing Jeeves. It's impressive. No. How do I exit this? Come on, Max. Whoop. Looks like that worked. Okay, he's jamming an agenda in here. I guess that's the 5-3, and he's going to go for it. Impressive. So we actually could pay through the Vikram now for 2 of the subs. So he's feeling good about this server. How do we feel with this server? 11 credits. I guess it's go time with respect to this server. Yeah, let's pop our link. We can take brain damage this turn if we have to. So what's our line here? We can let a program get trashed if we put the construct in. So either do all our clones plus all our cameras for 9 triggers, take, run, and just pay through everything. But we kind of need to get our sharpshooter down. Now, is the SMC any good? It's going to give us access to the Atman, so probably yes. All right, so we need these for sure. We will get our cameras down. For effectively $18, so we can run here with a click left. Or we could take 50 and just pay through the traces. And then we have to break the can't use programs, which is somewhat tedious. I think we go now. Yeah, well, if you have a card that says whenever on it, keep an eye on that card because that's possibly a very strong card. It has a lot of upside. So we got the Eli here, and if we Pancha this one, we didn't get our clone chips down. I should have put the 3 clone chips down. Okay, let's think about this here. The Inti's no good. The Atman's gonna be too small. What do we think the innermost dice is? Because way back he showed us the Vikram. I think that's a Victor. This is probably a Victor, or it's an Ichi. I think we can Pancha this one. And we can get the Atman for the innermost dice or ignore it. So yeah, we'll pay to not take some brain right here. Or we take a brain. We could take 1 brain. Let's take 1 brain for now. So is this the Victor 1.0? It is. So Atman 4 now breaks both of these Victors. It doesn't break anything else. Our other option is to pay with the Zoo. Then we're paying a lot every time. So I think the answer is probably we want to get ourselves the Atman at 4. And if he has got Ash, the Polyp will answer it. It might just be a CVS also in this server. Cool, so we're on 5. That's a good place to be. The Sakon, let's just break a sub from this, but it's probably not relevant. Actually, the Eli's even, or the Inti is just a tech trigger. I don't know, this could maybe come in handy in the distant future, like maybe he's got a baddie. So now we're on 5. We can probably wait and get him an R&D when our attendant pops up. We've already spent 1 Jackson. And whatever this is, it probably doesn't keep us out. Double shooter will break this server most because we can shooter through the Ichi and then Pancha shooter this one. So there's no cloth this turn. If he's got a plan to fast advance with the subliminal and the shipment, now's his chance. Because we won't be able to respond. But next turn we'll have our clones out. We'll be able to ship out the... Oh, no, he's got nothing. $3 is part of the problem, right? This is like his window where he could score, but in fact he can't because of the credit situation. Heimdall up top and random card in here. So we could waste quite a bit of our time checking this, like run, click, click, click pay to trace is miserable, so let's not do that. We want all 3 clones out. Yes. There's no appropriate Hayley trigger, but we could get our tech writer, so let's go for the tech writer. Any cards in a deck we want? No, I think the answer is we just want to flip this and we'll levy next turn to get our pot up online again. Though now he can't really trace us out with that anyway. Yeah, it makes sense. He's gonna just load up that remote and try to make one we can't get through. Login protocol. Ew. I don't want to deal with that. Login protocol. So we can pop these shooters if we want to go in here, and then we can levy, get them fresh again. That's not bad. Or we can just directly levy. Directly levying is not bad, and we'll have like a full set of stuff to deal with him. I think we're mostly waiting for him to draw enough agendas. So we'll cache these in. Cache the clone into. Nah. Gonna see if we can end up to provoke this to get rezzed. I wanted to spend money, he's so poor. Maybe he even pitched an agenda earlier. Yeah, he seriously can't afford to deal with anything. Let's kill his Jeeves. This is probably another Jeeves. But then he can't have the 2 Jeeves thing going on. It's not bad. So we'll pancha that. So I think we want all the chips in the bin, and we want our panchas ready to fire with 2 of these. And this is good. We can... Let's put the hoppers in first. And then next turn we can either pop the hoppers to find clone chip, or leave all 3 hoppers out, and then we can walk through the Vikram. I almost think leaving them up for the Vikram is the way to go. He spread super thin here. Having ice on 2 remote servers is not a good time. I really want to get clone chip online though, and I want to find my Palop. I think we'll be so rich we'll just pay 4 each time and say whatever. Can I get a clone chip? No. So really can't get a clone chip. Here we go. could delay this to next turn to get this tech writer down, but I think we're going to be fine. There's already kind of a ludicrous amount of stuff on this tech writer. So let's check now. It's Ravana. Okay. I can start checking every card he puts down with the idea of knowing if he has a bunch sitting in his hand. So can you fast advance out against us? I'm going to check server 3. This is almost certainly Jeeves, which I'm happy to trash. Yeah. Got it to pay 3, so I can't complain too much. I'll spend a shooter here. We also might have just like straight out won there had he been thinking that we were going to trick him with that. Yeah, I think we wait for him to be on top. Did the ELP not automate? I thought it was automated. Guess it wasn't. Whoops. I'll try to remember that next time. I don't think it's going to make a material difference to this game. He's basically under a lock. A lot of slow decks can't compete with this. Like, it's more the fast decks you got to worry about. Getting like rushed out really hard could be a problem. He's maybe going for it. Ravana up top. I feel like we probably need to interact with this remote. Is there any chances they could pre-simulate our Paul up here? I guess there's some chance of that. I'm just gonna go HQ. We might even win off the HQ run. Victor. Okay, let's get our stuff out. And so the zoo here is being Cloudbreaker. The sports tower makes it not use that Emmy, which is pretty neat. Can that be an agenda? Do we want to run there? Do we have anything in our deck we want to get out? We have the Clot. I think I'll let that go by. Oh my goodness, I am missing the LP again, aren't I? That would have left us a card short. I almost want the freedom to be in our deck now instead of on the table, so we could have killed this current. Okay, there's an APD. Might be Jackson. It's been sitting there for a while. We can Paul up it. Right? No, we can't. Okay. Not because it's not rezzed yet. Yep, that's fine. I will. Yeah, he's going to shuffle it up. Well, we might still get an agenda, because right now the deck's getting pretty low. Only seen 4 agendas come out. He probably has food, but even so. Yeah, we got another agenda anyway. Cool, so cameras did the job. 21 tech writer just hanging out. Ashtag has a tough time now. Between the pull-off and us just having tons of money, I don't think he got enough out of this ID. We paid a couple bucks extra for the Victor here and there. And even though these are all bioroids, wasn't a big deal. Like, we had ways around besides breaking them with icebreakers, right? We used the Pancha very effectively and just didn't have to boost a lot. So I'm happy we had Zoo here, I guess, because it wasn't using MU and didn't make much of a difference. I think most of the time it's going to be pretty much the same as Gordian. Like, you'll pay 3 less up front and you'll pay about 3 more over the course of the thing. Yeah, I'd say mostly the rush deck is the worst part. Or sometimes you take tokens in side games, you can still win that way.